Hi everyone! Today we're going to be talking about emotions and we're going to go fishing for those emotions. We're going to talk about different situations and how we would feel during those situations. But before we begin our new topic on emotions, let's do a little bit of review. So right now what I want you to do is I want you to think about what we talked about last time. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. Okay, so we talked about things that are good for our bodies, right? What we should be putting in our bodies and what we should not be putting in our bodies, right? So for example, fruits are good for our bodies, right? Chemicals are not good for our bodies, right? We want to stay away from that symbol. Remember that symbol with the skull on it? That means it's poison, right? We want to stay away from that, okay? We also want to stay away from drugs, right? Medicine is a drug, but we do not take medicine if we do not have permission, right? Medicines change the way our bodies work. So there's other drugs that are not good for our bodies, that we do not have permission to take them, and we should not be putting them in our bodies, right? For example, cigarettes, okay? That is not good for our bodies, okay? It's unhealthy, okay? Especially for children, okay? So now that we did the review, let's go ahead and jump into our new topic. All right, so today we're going to talk about feelings, another word for emotions. So I want you to think right now about some feelings that you are aware of. For example, if you look here on the PowerPoint, this feeling is sad, okay? So think of some other feelings. Happy, mad, angry, afraid. These two you might not be aware of. Surprised and excited. We'll get into those in a little bit. Okay? How about this is happy, right? Okay? What's that, Tuggles? Oh, Tuggles wants to say something. Okay. Miss Sarah, class, I am so happy today because I was able to play with my friends on the playground. That's awesome, Tuggles. I am so happy for you. Thanks, Miss Sarah. Thanks for sharing that, Tuggles. You're welcome. All right. So, this feeling is happy, and Tuggles is feeling happy too. That's great. So, everyone has feelings. Our feelings are on the inside, okay? Other people cannot see or hear or touch them, okay? Other people can look at your body language and kind of guess how you're feeling, right? Like if you look at these pictures here, so the green picture is showing disgust. Like she's just disgusted. She's kind of grossed out, okay? And she's got her face and her hands out. So you can kind of guess how she's feeling. How about below here with the red? He has anger inside, right? Okay, his head is like on fire. He feels really hot. Okay, so he is angry. He's feeling angry. The middle here, the yellow, is joy. Another feeling word for that would be happy. Like Tuggles. Tuggles is feeling happy because he was able to play with his friends. And then the blue shows sadness. Okay, you see how her shoulders are like slumped down. She's sad, okay? And you can tell by her body language. She's not looking up. She's just, sad. And then you have fear, okay? In other words, scared, okay? And you can see how he's scared. He's like, oh, okay? So you can tell how people, you can guess how they're feeling, but it's not 100% true, okay? And the reason why I say that is because we can't just assume, we can't just be like, oh, they're sad or they're happy. We have to make sure by having them tell us how we feel, okay? So you can look at people's body language, their facial expressions, but it's also important to ask people how they're feeling or to tell people how you're feeling, okay? So it's important to let other people know how you're feeling, right? Because we can't read each other's minds, right? So that is really important, that you tell people how you feel. Sometimes they know how we feel, again, by looking at our face or our body language. Okay, so this shows that this little girl is excited. So how can we tell that she is excited? Look at her body language, okay? She's got her hands out, her eyes are wide, her mouth open. Okay, I kind of just gave it away. So, yeah, her face shows excitement, okay? So, what does your body do when you're excited? You might jump up and down when you're excited, okay? And how about this one? This is very similar. Okay, this feeling is showing surprised. That's the feeling that this picture is showing. So when we are unaware that something's going to happen, whether it's good or bad, we're going to feel surprised. Because we're not expecting it. That's what that means. So that is what this picture is showing. That is the emotion, surprised, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to go over a few scenarios here, okay? So again, sometimes other people know how we feel by the way our bodies look, right? By our facial expressions, okay? So what I want to do is I want you to practice showing me how you would feel after I describe these sentences, okay? I want you to show me with your face and your body language, okay? I know this year's a little different because we have to wear masks, but I want you to try your best, okay? So here we go. When a friend moves away, how do you feel? Think about that. When your friend moves away, how do you feel? Show me. Okay, you might cry, right? You're gonna have the slumped shoulders. Okay, you're gonna feel sad, right? That's what I was showing you. I was showing you the emotion sad, the feeling word sad, okay? So you might also frown too. Give you the puppy dog face, right? All right. So next one here. When a friend comes to play, how do you feel? So when your friends come over to play, how do you feel? Show me. Don't tell me. Show me with your facial expressions and your body language. Okay, I'm going to show you in just a few seconds. Okay, so you're going to have a smile on your face, right? Okay, I love when my friends come over. Okay, it makes me happy. Okay, I might do a little dance. Okay, next one. When you are in a strange place or when you think something bad might happen, how do you feel? Show me. Remember to show me. Okay, what I just showed you is the feeling word afraid. Okay, that is how you might look when you're afraid. When someone takes something that does not belong to you, how do you feel? Well, that's not nice, right? So you might feel angry, right? You might scowl and, scrunch your face, okay? You might have a fist, but we do not want to act in an angry way, okay? So what can we do instead? Well, we can tell that person how we're feeling. I feel angry when you take belongings that do not belong to you. Okay? So, also what we can do before we tell that person how we feel to help us calm down, okay, to feel a little bit better, to feel less angry, what we can do is we can take deep breaths. Okay? That is one strategy we can do. So right now, I want you to put everything down. If you have a pencil in your hand, put everything down. And I want you to loosen up your shoulders, okay? Wiggle your shoulders up, okay? Now we're going to take 3 deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay? So here we go. Relax those shoulders. Okay? 2 more times. Okay, so that is something that you can do to help reduce that anger, okay? Or even when you're sad, something to bring you peace, okay? Or to calm you down, in other words. So, those are different feeling words, right? And again, we can express them verbally and non-verbally. So verbally, using our voice, telling people how we feel, or showing them through our body language and our facial expressions. All right, so now I have a quick little song here for you. So let's go ahead and listen to this emotion song, feeling song. Tuggles is gonna dance because he's happy. He loves music.
All right, everybody, let's do the emotions. Hokey pokey. You put your happy face in, you take your happy face out. You put your happy face in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. Everybody, turn around. You put your sad face in, you take your sad face out. You put your sad face in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. Everybody, turn around. You put your angry face in, you take your angry face out. You put your angry face in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. Everybody, turn around. Put your scared face in, you take your scared face out. You put your scared face in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. Everybody, turn around. You put your surprise face in, you take your surprise face out. You put your surprise face in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. Everybody, turn around. You put your silly face in, you take your silly face out. You put your silly face in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. Everybody, turn around. Everybody, turn around.
All right, so that's just a song to help you remember those emotions that we talked about today, okay? All right. Okay, class. So now what we're going to do is we're going to help Tuggles go fishing, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to mix up these little fishies in here, and we are going to read the statements on them, and we're going to ask Tuggles how he would feel, okay? So Tuggles is going fishing in a little creek. One fell out. Grab a fish inside the dish and think before you speak. So what does this say? Ready, Tuggles? I'm ready, Miss Sarah. Your teacher puts a gold star on your paper. How do you feel? Well, Miss Sarah, I feel happy. Yeah, that makes you feel good. When you do an awesome job, you feel good. Absolutely. Right. All right, Tuggles is going fishing in a little creek. Grab a fish inside the dish and think before you speak. You forgot a promise you made to a friend. How do you feel? You forgot a promise you made to a friend. How do you feel? I feel sad. Right, you might feel sad that you forgot to do something that you promised to do. And that's okay. We forget sometimes, right? All right, Tuggles is going fishing in a little creek. Grab a fish inside the dish and think before you speak. You found a $5 bill on the sidewalk. How do you feel? Okay, in this case, you're not going to be able to really return it to anybody because it was on the sidewalk, right? If it was like by a store, maybe bring it to the store. But how would you feel if you found the $5 bill on the street, on the sidewalk? I would feel happy. You would feel happy. Would you feel anything else, Tuggles? I feel a little sad too for the person who lost the $5. Yeah, right? So you might feel happy because you found $5, but you also might feel sad and kind of a little nervous, like, what do I do? What do I do with the $5? I really don't know who it belongs to. So those are a mixture of emotions. All right, let's keep going. Tuggles is going fishing in a little creek. Grab a fish inside the dish and think before you speak. Okay, a boy in your class cannot hear very well. He wears a hearing aid and sometimes talks funny. Some kids are making fun of him. How do you feel? How would you feel, Tuggles? Well, Miss Sarah, I feel sad and I'd also feel angry. Yeah, you would, right? You'd feel sad and angry. You'd feel sad because they're making fun of him, and you also feel angry because that is not a nice thing to do, right? Okay? So that's how you would feel. You would have those mixture of emotions. You'd feel several different emotions, and that is okay. All right, let's do a few more here. Tuggles is going fishing in a little creek. Grab a fish inside the dish and think before you speak. Your family is on the way to the zoo, and Dad says you're almost there. How do you feel? Remember, we talked about this feeling word today. Starts with an E. I would feel excited. Yeah, that's a fun thing to do, right? So you're going to feel happy. You're going to probably jump up and down. You're probably just going to wiggle because you're so happy, right? Okay, so that's how you would feel in that type of situation. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, Tuggles is going fishing in a little creek. Grab a fish inside the dish and think before you speak. You want to watch a TV show, but your babysitter says it's too violent. Violent means a little scary, okay? How do you feel? So you want to watch it, but your babysitter says no. Well, I would feel angry and upset and even mad. Yeah, right? Because when we want something and we can't have it, we get mad about it, right? But that's how life works. Sometimes we can't always do what we want. We have to follow the rules and listen to the adults that are in charge, okay? As long as they're telling us to do something safe, right? In this case, the babysitter is watching out for Tuggles, right? Because she doesn't want him to watch anything scary or violent. Okay, good job. So hopefully that helps. Does that help, Tuggles? Absolutely. Now I know how I would feel in certain situations. Well, good, Tuggles. I'm glad. Okay, so now that we went over those scenarios, okay, I want you to think about how would you feel in those scenarios? Would you feel the way Tuggles feels or felt? Probably, right? But everybody feels differently. That is okay. So remember, it's so important to tell people how you feel, right? We want to use those I feel statements, right? I feel sad. I feel mad because of this or because of that, okay? And it's important to recognize how you're feeling, and you can feel more than one feeling within a certain situation, right? You might feel happy, but you also might feel a little sad about it too. And that is okay, right? You might be happy for yourself, but you might be sad for somebody else. And that's okay. So now what I would like you guys to do is, if you have any questions or comments, please have a trusted adult email us at skazaprevention@gmail.com. And we would love to hear from you, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, okay? Have an awesome day, guys.